Jack Phillips is a baker that is based in Denver, Colorado, and he was approached by a gay couple that's getting married in Massachusetts, but they're having a reception in Colorado. The couple is Dave Mullins and Charlie Craig, and they asked this baker to bake them a cake to celebrate the wedding. Well, Jack Phillips refused to do so because he doesn't like gays. Let's watch the video.
My first comment was, "We're getting married." And then he kind of just shut that down immediately.
Not selling a cake to a gay couple is wrong.
But it's more than a cake to Jack Phillips, the owner of the store. Phillips says he takes every cake personally and won't make a cake for an event he doesn't believe should even exist.
If it came to that point, that we would close down the bakery before we would compromise our beliefs. And so that may be what it comes to.
First of all, dude, you're a cake maker. Can we keep it real? No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Okay, no. So I'm conflicted about this one. Look, of course you shouldn't discriminate against gay. Of course I believe that, right? I think they should be allowed to get married. They're not allowed to get married in Colorado. Now, they're not technically getting married in Colorado. They're just having a party in Colorado. And I disagree with the shop owner, obviously, but at the same time, there's a part of me that says, let him go, because there's a huge percentage of the country that agrees with him. You know, over 70% of Republicans agree with him. Nearly 30% of Democrats agree with him. 14% of Democrats strongly agree with him.
Because
so are we going to say to all those people, no, you got to live by our rules?
Because those people are ignorant, Cenk. Those people are obviously not educated on what it means to be gay. These are the people who think that you make a decision at some point in your life that you want to be gay, which is ridiculous, right? There was a point in this country where we thought segregation was okay. The majority of Americans were in favor of it, right? But we moved past that because we realized it was wrong. And we have to move past discriminating against gay people. And by the way, just to give you some insight on the laws in Colorado, they have an anti-discrimination law, which basically states that places of public accommodation cannot discriminate on an individual based on their sexual orientation. Okay?
Look, so on your second point, it's nearly indisputable. So I'm on the losing side of this argument because, you know, a huge percentage, like you said, in favor of segregation, and they'd say, look, it's my small business, shouldn't I have the right to run it any way I like? But then if everybody does that, then all of a sudden blacks can't go into any restaurants in the South, and that's the problem we had. That's the problem we had to get beyond, right? But on the small business side of it, I mean, I feel like there is some argument for liberty that allows you to be wrong, okay? That allows you to say, hey, you know what? Let that guy run his business in a way that is going to hurt his business, because, you know, he won't have his, like what happened at Chick-fil-A. Eventually he'll have dropping business, etc. And he says he's willing to live with the consequences. He gets less business, has to shut it down. He'll shut it down, okay? And, you know, we're so positive that they're the ignorant ones. And I'm equally as positive as you are. But then they're equally positive that we're the ignorant ones. And they're like, look, you're ignorant of God's law, and they feel so bad for us because we're going to hell.
Yeah, okay? I like scientific research as opposed to God's law. I think that's more important, and I think that it's more relevant.
So I'm torn because we live in a democracy, and I want to respect their opinion. The problem is they're not respecting the rights of American citizens. So the question is, how do you resolve that? And in my mind, if it's a large national chain, you know, whatever cutoff you want to do, over 50 employees, etc., then I think there's no question that you've got to serve everybody, etc. Now, and in this case, by the way, he says, I will serve gay people. He says, like, I'll make them any other kind of cake. Just I won't make it for a wedding cake because I don't believe in gay marriage. And I might be wrong about it, and you guys go ahead and beat me up on it, but there's some part of me that thinks, let the guy be wrong.
Let me just jump in really quick. There's a difference between having the ability and the entitlement to state your opinion and then actually putting those opinions into action. And in this case, he's putting those opinions, which basically lead to discrimination, into action. So that's unacceptable. He can't do that. I mean, in my personal opinion, he can't do that, and legally he can't do that. But he is entitled to his opinion, and he can hate gays if he wants to. I mean, Chick-fil-A serves gay customers. I mean, not now, because I'm sure they don't really go to that restaurant anymore. But they obviously support anti-gay organizations. They have an opinion when it comes to the gay community, but they still served gay customers. Do you see what I'm saying? So there was a difference there. By the way, would your feelings change if this, you know, small business owner decided to refuse cakes to black people? Would you be okay with that?
No, I'm telling you, I got a libertarian streak. I mean, if you
Not
had
buying
if
it.
you had some fundamentalist Christian guy who's like, hey, you know what? I don't serve burgers to Muslims. I'm like, all right, fuck off then. I don't care. It's like, you know, anybody of any religion that says, oh, you're an atheist, you know, I don't want to do your wedding. I mean, you're not even having, God's not even in your wedding. And so you're a godless heathen. I don't want to make your cake. I'd be like, all right, have at it, Hoss. I'll go get another cake. Like I said, I think you guys are probably right. It bothers me in my gut.